Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also join the beauty family. And please don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you know when I upload. So today's video, beauties, I'm bringing you all the Sephora fall sale savings event recommendations. It was a long one. So Sephora usually has a sale about twice a year, usually in the spring and in the fall. So there are 3 tiers. You get 10, 15, or 20% based on how much you spend at Sephora. So 10% if you're a beauty insider, 15% if you are VIB, that's like $350 or more a year. And if you are Rouge, that means you spend $1,000 or more. Let's not talk about what tier I'm in. Just know, baby, I drops some coin in Sephora, okay? So let's just leave it there because I looked the other day. I was like, what is going on? Okay, let's not even get into it. So I am going to break down some of the products that I have that I recommend you purchase, that I have, that I would most definitely repurchase and already have repurchased. So let's start off with eyes. So this actually, I had my eye on this, and no, I did not wait. I did not wait. I should have waited, but I didn't wait because I returned something and I said, you know what, it's in stock, let me get it, because I think it was out of stock for a year. The Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I use this on my eyes today. I really like it. I really like it. This is it. This palette I feel like is a really good staple palette, and it's also compact. So I think that's the best thing about it, because if you're traveling, honey, you can slip this right in your bags and you are good to go. Some of my other palettes are a little large, so that kind of prevents me from bringing them. So this is a great staple palette. You cannot go wrong with this palette. So the pigmentation is great. The color payoff, like look at my eyes. Mario, honey, gets in the lab and puts in some work, okay? So yes, the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette is definitely something that I recommend to pick up. Now, if you are not really a matte girl, or if you already have something similar, hey, it's up to you. But I feel like no one palettes are the same. They're all different. So that's why, you know what? We are here for a good time, not a long time, so I'm gonna grab it. Next for eyes, this mascara, Fenty. What is in here? This mascara is so bomb. Like sometimes I would just wear this with no falsies, just by itself. Like this mascara, okay, listen, the team was working, okay? The rent was due. Rent was due when they made this mascara. This is the wand. It's a combination of the wand and the formula. So the wand is always going to make a big deal when it comes to mascara, and then also the formula 90% of the time. But this mascara is so bomb and so worth it. I would definitely repurchase 100%. And lastly, for eyes, come on, Urban Decay. Listen, this Moon Dust Space Cowboy, I think this would always and forever be a staple. I don't know, I really just can't get enough of this. This looks beautiful. I definitely featured this in my last Get Ready With Me. You just pop this right on top of some matte or some glitter glue and pack that on the lid. Like, it is absolutely stunning. It really just adds a razzle dazzle to any eyeshadow that you have on top of your lid, whether you want to put it in the inner tear duct for a little bit of brightness, but just on the lid for a little pop, like that slight shimmer. This is bomb. There was one other one that I wanted to pick up of this. I think it was called Lithium. Maybe I might get that for the sale, but yeah, if you don't have Space Cowboy, this is a staple. Okay, so next we have primers. So topicals, y'all ate with this one. Rent was due once again, honey. For all these products, rent was due, okay? Rent was due for all these products. This is bomb. This is their Active Scar Primer. So this is for acne prone skin. So this has peptides, retinol, medical grade silicone, and papain. You utilize this primer before you put on your moisturizer and sunscreen. So you put a small bit into your pores or the scars on your face, and then you let it set for 30 seconds, and then you put your sunscreen, your moisturizer, and your makeup. This is, I don't think my skin has ever been so flawless. Like, since they snatched Becca poreless primer from us, honestly, this is, it popped up one day and I was like, let me get this, because I always hear about topicals. This ate. Like, I am obsessed with this primer. I use this generally almost every time I do my makeup, especially when I'm going out. Today I did not use it, but I usually use this all the time. Like, this primer is bomb. So if you are looking for a good pore filling primer, honey, get you this topical sealed. It is worth every penny. So this is also another sold out product. Okay, one thing one size gonna do is so out, okay? So this is the One Size Secure the Sweat Dry Till Dawn Primer. So this is also bomb. So I've used this in combination with the poreless primer as well, but I love this. Usually I tend to sweat around my top lip area because, honey, you know, sometimes when you get that curling iron going, the heat, everything's happening, you know, bundles, you know, there's a lot. So this really does help to reduce that sweating and secure and lock everything in place. So yeah, this is definitely worth it. So there's definitely a trick to it. You want to use a little bit, because if you use too much, it will definitely peel on your face and it'll just kind of look like there's little pieces of dumpling just rolling off, and we don't need that. So yes, I would just use a little bit, rub it in and let it dry. So the key is with your primers, you always want to let them sit for a few seconds before you apply your foundation or anything else. So next for primer that I definitely repurchased, honey, Danessa. Rent was due. Rent was due, okay? The mortgage was due. How about that? The mortgage was due. This is one of my favorite primers. This is the Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm. Oh, look at this. It is almost done. I have another one, but this is my go-to. Every time I'm about to slay face, I dive into this. Like, I honestly want to buy backups because I'm just like, if she snatches this off the shelf, I am picketing, okay? I will be outside the corporate office with a megaphone, because this literally, I don't know like what's in the formulation, but she ate. This is like one of the best primers I've had to date since Becca was snatched from us. This makes up for that 110%. I am obsessed with this primer. Once again, the mortgage was due. This foundation, ISL, we need to talk. I need to know what y'all were thinking when y'all dropped this, because I have barely put a dent into this and I'm ready to go pick up another one. I love this foundation. It is perfection. So I have the shade DW5. This is the YSL All Hours foundation. It has SPF 30 in it. It's supposed to be a luminous matte foundation up to 24 hours full coverage. Rent was due. I'm speechless. This foundation is so gorgeous. I wore this foundation for my birthday get ready with me. Honestly, I filmed that last portion at like 2 a.m. and I think I started doing my makeup around like 4 or 5 o'clock until 2 a.m. and it still looked bomb. I don't even think I touched up. A little bit of powder would have just kind of taken away a little bit of that luminosity, but this foundation is gorgeous. It is like the perfect shade with the flash and everything. It just looked gorgeous. It looks like skin. So I love the fact that it's that luminous matte, because it's not giving you matte where it's just like, baby, you ready for a show, but it's giving luminous matte, you ready for any event, because it's giving that second skin, but then flawless coverage, but then matte, but then it's like, oh, the skin looks like luscious. This is that. Buy or sell, honey. Like I said, the rent was due. It was due. This foundation is so bomb. I would 100% repurchase this. If you do not have this, if you haven't tried it, baby, now is a chance, because this foundation is like $60. So yes, this is the bomb. Now we're on to concealers. So like I said, all of these products, honey, the rent was due, because Lady Gaga, well, come on. I did a review on this. Oh, speechless. Like, this is like one of the best concealers I've used. One of the best. The coverage is beautiful. It blends beautifully. It sets beautifully. It is creaseless. It is medium to full coverage if you need it to be, or if you want to share it out, you can. This concealer is what the streets needed. Okay, the streets needed this. They needed this and nothing less than this. Like, this is one of the best concealers I've used. So I have the shades 40 medium deep golden and 34 medium golden. So I start with 40 first and then I add 34 on top. I have nothing else to say other than, if you haven't watched my review and some of the other videos following after that I've continued to use this, it is the bomb. Rent was due. And along with that, y'all already know how I feel about my Dior. If you adore her, Dior her concealer, rent was due. This concealer is absolutely beautiful. That full coverage, that creaseless, it just, the one thing I will say is the shade range. They could have done better on the shade range, of course, but we know how that happens. But yes, this concealer is perfection. So I have the shade 5W and 4W. Definitely a big jump, like not a little bit of a jump, but beautiful. Like when I use these two, they do damage, okay, in a positive way. This concealer is gorgeous. I will always put this in a recommendations video because this concealer is 100% worth it. So this is honestly another one of my faves. You know, I really haven't had too many faves from Urban Decay, and I think it's because, you know, we had that whole naked palette era and then that was it. But this concealer, the Quickie concealer, bomb. This is another one, you put it on and it dries down, so you can blend this out expeditiously, okay? This concealer is bomb. I love this. I'm in the shade 70NN. Love, love, love. I don't use this brush. I don't really like this piece of it, but the concealer, the applicator, the coverage, the thickness, how it dries down, it is amazing. This is another multi-use concealer, but I will say this dries very quickly, so don't put this on and go downstairs and grab a cookie, honey. Blend this out first before you go downstairs and get the cookie. So to set those bomb concealers, I have nothing to say because Givenchy, well, what rent was due. That is the phrase of today. This setting powder is absolutely stunning, okay? If I had gotten the big size, it would have been worth every penny, which I do plan to purchase, but this is going to be great for traveling. So I do like the minis for that purpose because I definitely traveled and I brought my Chanel setting powder, and baby, she is huge, so that's taking up a lot of space in my cosmetic bag. So these minis are definitely going to be great for traveling, so I plan to pick up the big one, so I'm just going to add that into the cart. But oh my gosh, y'all, this, okay, Givenchy, whoever y'all were talking to, I love the fact that a lot of these luxury fashion houses are eating when it comes to the makeup, between like the foundation, lipstick, setting powder, like concealer. You guys are eating in those categories because this setting powder is the bomb. Honestly, one of my faves to date. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre. This is in Popeline Mimosa number 5. So it is matte finish and enhanced radiance loose powder. So it's a 4-in-1. So as you can see, there are 2 shades here and then 2 shades here. But this is absolutely stunning. Worth it 100%. This is so bomb, Givenchy. Y'all ate. Next up, honey, there's a couple one size in here. There's a couple one size because one size knows how to seal the deal. This powder is the bomb. Love, love, love. I had this in the travel size and I had to stop using it because travel size, and I was just like, you know what, let me just commit to the big one because I really do like it. So this was definitely a repurchase as well. Love, love, love this. This is in translucent. I will, you know, I never used to be a translucent girl. I used to be a medium deep, but what I realized is I love how this looks after I set my concealer. It gives that right amount of brightness, but the translucent eats every time. I am obsessed with this powder. It is so bomb. So next up for face, we have the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. If you don't have this, baby, what are you doing? This is in the shade 65 Toffee. This is the bomb. I love, love, love this. It gives like that beautiful flawless finish. So I usually use this to set my foundation, also along with like another foundation powder because y'all know I love full coverage and flawless. And also I love how makeup looks a couple hours later. Everything kind of just sits in the skin. It gets better with time. So that's why, you know, usually I go a little heavier because I love how it looks when it just settles in. But this is so bomb. Like, I love this. It's usually always sold out, so snag 1 or 2 while you can. This is a new one, but baby, Sephora collection rent was due. This foundation powder, bomb. This is the Sephora Matte Powder Foundation in 44 Neutral. Chef's kiss. This is so bomb. I love the coverage. I love the finish. It matches perfectly. I also use this as well in my birthday get ready with me. It looked stunning on top of the YSL foundation. I have this in my cart right now. I definitely plan on picking up another one because what I won't allow this to do is slip through my fingers. Okay, so I will stock up. This is stunning. Honestly, this blows my Fenty out the water. Sorry, it does. I was putting it on and I was just like, yeah, no, and I added this and I was like, yes. So this is blowing some of my foundation powders out of the water. One product that I did forget to mention in the setting powders, but this is a pressed powder. Honey, that NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder in Offshore. That's it. That's it. This is bomb, along with the Charlotte Tilbury. I didn't add that in this video, but that's definitely another product. I did pick up a new shade of it, so that's gonna be in like new makeup, so that's definitely coming. But this is I need to talk about the pressed powders for the under eye, because the pressed powder really changes the game. Between this, the Charlotte Tilbury, and also the Urban Decay All Nighter powder, rent was due. Bomb. But yes, this is Offshore. I also did a review on this as well, but it's the one powder that I really go to set my under eyes. I do use other ones, but this is one of the powders that I've been gravitating towards mostly. But this is bomb to set your under eye. It leaves it so flawless, and that pressed powder look under the under eye really just seals the deal. It's like that piece that's missing. So now for blush. So you know, we have a couple high-end. If you adore her, Dior her. This Dior blush, this is the Dior Rosy Glow in 015 Cherry. Stunning. Like, this blush, it looks like I haven't used it, but I have definitely used this a few times. Definitely have used this a few times. It is a beautiful blush. It looks gorgeous on my complexion and others as well. This is like so worth it. This would be a great time to snag her. Would I repurchase this? Yes, I would. I would repurchase this. This was the only blush. I really didn't like the other ones. I think it was giving a little too chalky for me. And then one of them more so looked like bronzer. I think it's in mahogany, maybe. It's the brown one to this. I might pick that up. You know, that could be a little Dior bronzer, maybe a little. But I feel like I'll be digging into it too much, and I just don't want it to be like that. So I think just really focusing on the blush color is important. So yeah, this is the bomb. Love, love, love it. So another blush is Sephora collection. I'm obsessed with this. This is the Sephora collection Matte Perfection Blush Duo in Tiger Lily. Love, love, love. I also picked this up in Snapdragon also. These are on sale for $10. I don't know if they're going to be discounted on top of that, but I snagged another one while I could, just in case they were going to go out of stock, because you know, sometimes when it's discounted, baby, it's out the door. So I wanted to make sure that I would have another one. I might actually purchase another one for backup, but I love how this looks. It's almost like the Dior blush, but then it has that pop of orange that kind of sets it apart. But this is absolutely stunning. I love this. So another Sephora collection item, get you a lip liner. This is the Sephora collection Rouge Gel Lip Liner in Molasses 17. This is a beautiful brown liner. I'm wearing it today. Love this liner, and it's also a twist up, so you don't have to worry about sharpening. That's one thing that I will say. I do love a good retractable, because then I have to travel with my sharpener, and then, you know, it kind of gets a little messy. But yes, this is a bomb brown lip liner. If you are in the market for a new one, snag this. So beauties, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed all the products that I listed down below for my recommendations for the Sephora Fall Savings event. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you plan on picking up, honey. Everything will be linked. Don't forget to purchase from my links. Help your girl make a little bit of coin. And as always, beauties, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Until next time.